Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
18 Radley.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. In motion left goes a tight end. They're going to try and throw. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Johnson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A fairly short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And he will have a touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mason. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
On the hole, on the hole. Hey, hold on.
Now Mason. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Julian Love. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Right there.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Now they go screen. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd and 3. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Singletary. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough one for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Murray now to throw. His throw incomplete. The Cardinals at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Green, green, green.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing again, Murray. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That's another Cardinal. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now they run. It's Mason. He will push his way down to about the 14. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
That's one.
Here's Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Cardinals take over first down position at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mason. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Draw play, Mason. Room here to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Going deep for Hopkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down now, it's Mason. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Come on.
To throw is Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
At their own 6-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for him.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Murray from midfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The drive begins with Mason. Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The keeper there good for about 9, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and inches. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Murray now on 1st down. This is taken in by McBride. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, Mason. He was brought down there by Julian Love.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Murray. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A Cardinal 1st down, Murray to Hopkins. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 29, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So this offense able to convert on fourth. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Mason, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. A dump off for Mason. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing now is Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So add 3, all told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. That could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Right side complete to Mechie. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 backward.
Looking to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try the left side. Mason. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On the ground again, it's Mason. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. To throw, it's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Texans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Come back in! Come back in! Check contact! Check contact! Check, 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 check!
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And the ball is knocked out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll run on first down. It's Mason. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Caught on a slant. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
Omaha. A gain of 8 yards. It's now third and goal.
Swim.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third and goal now in a one-score game. Murray on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken a fourth quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game. And here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try, and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. And this one into the hands of Mechie. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long. They'll look to throw. Connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. On first down, Mason. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.